In the heart of the Rift Valley, a beautiful landscape in Kenya, a legend rose. Kelvin Kiptum Cheruiyot. His name spread like wildfire throughout the long-distance running world, where he broke the boundaries of what was possible and left a lasting impression on marathon history. His victories shone brightly from the streets of Valencia to the crowded avenues of Chicago, inspiring many with his determination and perseverance. With these qualities, he not only broke records, but also captured the hearts of people around the globe. However, the story of this heroic athlete took a tragic turn that shocked the world. Kelvin Kiptum Cheruiyot was born on December 2, 1999 in Eldoret, Kenya. Despite growing up in poverty, he was surrounded by a rich running talent. The area around Eldoret is known for producing some of the world's best long-distance runners, such as Eliud Kipchoge, Wilson Kipsang, Vivian Cheruiyot, and Moses Tanui. The successful running culture in this region, often referred to as the Rift Valley, has been attributed to several factors, including altitude, diet, lifestyle, and a strong communal focus on athletics, ideal conditions for the training and development of long-distance runners. From an early age, Kelvin showed a remarkable talent for running. His participation and victories in local and international races established him as an emerging talent in the world of athletics. His career received a significant boost when he achieved his first major victory in 2018 by winning the Family Bank Eldoret Half Marathon. His international breakthrough came in 2019 when he participated in the Lisbon Half Marathon and set a personal record of 59 minutes and 54 seconds, establishing himself as a serious contender at the half marathon distance. Kelvin continued this rising trend by achieving remarkable results in a variety of races all over the world, including the establishment of new personal records and the victory in marathons. His progress as a marathon runner was greatly aided by the training that he received from coach Gervais Hakizimana, who holds the record for the steeplechase in Rwanda. He consistently ran between 250 and 280 kilometers each week, and on occasion he even ran more than 300 kilometers. His training routine was extremely strenuous. When compared to the training intensity of many other top marathon racers, this level of training is much higher. At the Valencia Trinidad Alfonso Marathon, which took place on Sunday, December 3, 2022, Kelvin made his debut in the marathon world with a remarkable performance. With a staggering time of 2 hours, 1 minute and 53 seconds, he established a new record for the race when he was only 23 years old. On account of this accomplishment, he was ranked among the top 3 quickest marathon timings to that point in time. During the London Marathon, which took place on Sunday, April 23, 2023, Kelvin won the race, achieving the second fastest time in the history of the marathon. He was only 16 seconds away from the world record that Eliud Kipchoge had held at the time. But Kelvin's remarkable achievements didn't end there. On Sunday, October 8, 2023, at the Bank of America Chicago Marathon, he set a groundbreaking milestone by establishing a new world marathon record with a time of 2 hours and 35 seconds. This made him the first individual to complete a marathon in under 2 hours and 1 minute, a remarkable accomplishment, especially considering that this was one of his first marathon races. This historic record early in his career underscored his extraordinary talent and relentless dedication, positioning him among the all-time greats in marathon running. When this exceptional athlete had the entire globe at his feet, everyone looked forward with eager expectation to the accomplishments and victories that he would achieve in the future. An announcement was made on Friday, November 3, 2023, stating that Kelvin will be taking part in the NN Marathon Rotterdam, which was planned to take place on April 14, 2024. His goal would have been to smash his world record and become the first athlete to run under the mystical barrier of 2 hours. He would have been at the starting line with the intention of accomplishing both of these goals. In spite of the fact that he was at the pinnacle of his life, fate had other things in store for him. On Sunday, February 11, 2024, around 11 p.m., Kelvin was on his way from Kaga to Eldoret in the Rift Valley region of Western Kenya. He was driving a Toyota Premio bearing the license plate KDL 566F, accompanied by 2 passengers, including 37-year-old Gervais Hakizimana, his coach from Rwanda, and Sharon Chepkurui Koske, a 24-year-old woman hailing from Eldoret. According to the police report, Kelvin abruptly lost control of his Toyota Premio while navigating through Kagot Forest on the Eldoret Ravine Road. The vehicle steered off the path and descended into a ditch, continuing for approximately 60 meters inside the ditch until it halted upon colliding with a big tree. Kenneth Kimayo, one of the first witnesses at the scene of the accident, told the nation that he found Kiptum's body under his vehicle while his coach was lying on the hill, still breathing for a short amount of time. Kelvin Kiptum and his coach Gervais Hakizimana died both at the scene. Their bodies were taken to Moi Teaching and Referral Hospital for autopsies. Sharon sustained severe injuries but received medical treatment and was discharged from the hospital the following day. Elgeyo Marakwet County Police Commander Peter Nending confirmed that Kelvin was behind the wheel at the time of the accident. The car was completely destroyed, and the gruesome scene attracted much attention from the local media. Kelvin's father, Samson Cheruiyot, received the news of his son's passing the moment he watched the news. As soon as he heard the awful news that the person who held the world record for the marathon had passed away, he went to the location. Samson expressed his fear to the authorities that 4 unknown individuals had visited their home in the days leading up to the deadly vehicle accident in an attempt to locate Kelvin. He begged the authorities to conduct an investigation into his son's death. People from all across the world sent their condolences and messages of support to the family. Former Kenyan President Raila Odinga and current Kenyan President William Ruto have both expressed their grief and sympathies over the loss of a loved one. Furthermore, Sebastian Coe, the president of World Athletics, pondered on the unfortunate accident and brought attention to the profound loss that Kelvin Kiptum and his coach had suffered. On Monday, February 12, 2024, locals went to the scene of the tragedy in order to pay their respects to the star who had passed away. It has been confirmed by Ababu Namwamba, the Cabinet Secretary for Sports, that Kelvin will have a state funeral. There were 2 children that Kelvin had with his wife, Asanath Rop, with whom he was married. The couple welcomed their first child, a son named Caleb, when Kelvin was only 16 years old. In the year that followed, they had a girl who they called Precious, which brought their family to a full completion. In a tragic turn of events, Kelvin leaves his wife and their 2 children. The funeral service took place in the Chepkorio district of Kenya, which is also the location where Kiptum was born on December 2, 1999. A long line of waiters welcomed the coffin that contained Kiptum's body, which was decorated with flowers. The burial was attended by a large number of famous people, including the President of Kenya, William Ruto, and the Chairman of the World Athletics Committee, Sebastian Coe. Additionally, his widow, Asanath Rotich, together with her son Caleb and daughter Precious, were present for the event. In the moment that the casket was being lifted into the grave, Caleb was holding a framed photograph of his father. In response to the tragic death of Kiptum, a Kelvin Kiptum Foundation is being established. The fund will primarily focus on financial support in the areas of education, infrastructure, and on sports initiatives for young marathon runners in Kenya. Moreover, participants in the Rotterdam Marathon on April 14th will carry a mourning ribbon. Kelvin's recent athletic successes had offered his family and parents a glimpse into a better future. It is this perspective that the initiators aim to continue providing. Kelvin's family and his 2 young children can expect support from the fund. For his immediate community, the plans Kelvin himself had regarding investments in education and local infrastructure will be picked up and developed. The president of Kenya referred to Kiptum as our future and an extraordinary sportsman, while Kipchoge and other individuals expressed their sorrow over the passing of a talented individual who had a bright future ahead of them. The athletics community throughout the world is shown to be in a state of disbelief and mourning the untimely passing of a rising star who had a promising future ahead of them. The shock and grief that the Kenyan athletics community is experiencing as a result of Kelvin Kiptum's terrible death is something that other news outlets have captured. Other athletes, such as Jeffrey Kamworor and Milsa Kimos, have voiced their tremendous sadness and disbelief at the news. The fact that the tragedy took place in a region that is well known for producing some of the best distance runners in the world highlights the impact that the tragedy has had on the sports community, both locally and internationally. Kelvin Kiptum Cheruiyot will forever be regarded as a brilliant star in the world of athletics. His legacy will live on forever. Those who knew him will always remember his remarkable endurance, exceptional talent, and impressive accomplishments. His legacy will endure in their hearts. In spite of the fact that he was only on this planet for a brief period of time, he left an indelible mark not just with his accomplishments and success, but also with his honesty, his enthusiasm, and his ability to motivate others. It is my hope that his legacy will continue to serve as a source of motivation and inspiration for next generations of athletes all around the world. May you finally find rest, Kelvin Kiptum. And that's a wrap for today's video. I understand that the subject matter might be complex, but I appreciate you sticking around. If you found value in what we discussed, a like and a subscription would mean a lot to me. It helps support the channel and allows us to keep diving into these important topics together. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.